Topside, I have a hit.
We got a hit.
Topside, I found something.
Talk to me, pal.
Look at that.
What? What is it?
Check that out. You're gonna like this.
It's known as the Death Coast, an area of rough sea in the North Atlantic that's claimed more than 6,000 vessels, casting those aboard and treasure into its turbulent depths.
We gotta turn this thing around. Here we go.
Gold, silver, and other priceless objects from the wrecked ships
Oh my God, you're not gonna believe this.
lie scattered across the ocean floor.
Gold coin right there.
That is gorgeous.
But salvaging here has been banned for more than a decade, thanks to rampant looting. Now,
Storm is brewing. Whoa, boy!
after a long battle, third-generation shipwreck hunter Jeff MacKinnon has won the exclusive rights to dive in these treacherous waters.
Ah!
But he only has 8 weeks to do it.
Are you okay?
Can Jeff and his team find the treasure he seeks
Find me something.
before the stormy waters of the Death Coast
It's time for us to get out of here.
We got people in the water.
make diving impossible? It's been 14 years since Jeff MacKinnon has searched for shipwrecks off the coast of Nova Scotia. But now, Jeff and his team of divers are finally heading back out to sea.
Johnny,
Yes,
I want to load that rope aboard. Can you swing that crane out?
roger that.
Keep coming. Swing her in. Slow.
They've identified 6 wrecks they want to locate and salvage during their short dive window, and every second counts.
Lower her down. Quickly, quickly. Pull that slack in. You see this fog here? This is the stuff that has been taking down ships for hundreds of years. Slop, fog, crap. And that's it. We're about to sail into it. Away we go!
Okay, stern line.
We're all missing a few screws, obviously. In order to do this, there's something wrong with us. Come on, divers!
Jeff and his team are exploring the coast off Cape Breton Island, just off the northern tip of Nova Scotia. Cape Breton lies directly in the Atlantic hurricane belt, and its deadly waters are the final resting place for countless ships, including many from the colonial era. During the 17th and 18th centuries, constant fighting erupted here as the English and French fought for control of Louisbourg, a wealthy French port named for King Louis XIV. Today, Louisbourg serves as the starting point for Jeff's expedition.
Hey, we all set?
Reverse!
Okay.
Swing her in! Slow! Slow! Diving in these waters is like nothing anybody has ever seen. It's dangerous. But I'm a treasure hunter, and I will die a treasure hunter.
Radar's on. Just gotta keep an eye on my track, because I can't see nothing else.
The first of the team's 6 targets is the wreck site of the French naval ship, the Chameau. In 1725, the Chameau set out from La Rochelle, France, on its annual supply trip to Louisbourg. It carries 200 soldiers and 116 wealthy settlers. At its stern held a pay chest with an estimated 82,000 French livres, the equivalent of over $20 million today. On August 17th, With the rugged coast of Nova Scotia in sight, a gale hurled the Chameau into a massive offshore rock. No one survived.
Been a long time.
I'm anxious to get back in. I mean, we haven't seen this in a while.
Yeah, well, water's getting awful warm. We got great white sharks up here now.
We got sharks. I'm not going.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Treasure hunting is in Jeff's blood. His father, Robert MacKinnon, spent the better part of the last 20 years exploring wrecks off the Death Coast. His work was captured in a 1988 TV documentary.
Robert MacKinnon makes a living from fishing, but his real passion is hunting for treasure. He's discovered over 100 shipwrecks.
I followed my father. I watched him from the top, watched the way that he set up a site. I watched him in awe my entire life. And now the onus is on us. My father spent his life here in Cape Breton searching for gold. Gold, always gold. When I was a boy, I got to watch my father bring up all kinds of treasure.
We've got all the series of coins. Some of the New England coins are worth as high as $75,000 now.
This has been my life. It has shaped my life ever since I was a kid. And now I do this because it's my family's legacy.
Well, we better find something.
Yeah, you better.
Despite years of searching, only 40% of the Chameau pay chest has been found. A key prize is a coin known as an 8L EQ. This large silver coin was commonly carried on vessels like the Chameau.
When the Chameau broke up, the stern section drifted away from the rest of the ship. That's where the wealthy passengers and the captain's quarters were. It's also where all the coins were kept. You know what? The stern section has never been found. Keep heading that course, Johnny.
Okay.
Right now we're headed to Chameau Rock. This is where the Chameau met its fate in 1725.
There's little evidence on the surface, but hiding just below is a massive rock formation deadly to unprepared captains.
See it breaking, just the water? On a calm day, you don't even know that it's there.
See it? You just hold that course there.
With Johnny keeping the boat at a safe distance, Jeff throws the anchor line to prevent the boat from drifting and meeting the same fate as the Chameau.
Right on the mark?
Yeah. Okay.
Now that the fog's just blown out, this is like a brand new day here. And here we are. I know it's been a long time, but I got a plan.
Jeff's dream is locating whatever remains of the stern. As a guide, he's using a chart made in 1725 by French Captain Pierre Maupin, who investigated the site immediately after the Chameau sank. He sketched a map showing his thoughts on how the vessel broke up and its possible debris field.
We were shut down before we could search what Maupin's map described as the debris line. I believe the stern broke off and drifted with the current to the west. That's where the stern section is, and that's where I'm going to search. Let's see what we can find.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's get ready.
Jeff's dive team is a collection of ex-military and law enforcement experts with over 2 decades of experience diving on the Death Coast.
Go find gold.
You got it.
Go.
As the divers suit up, Jeff takes a look at the conditions.
The current, it's a buzzsaw. When you got the wind and the tide going in the same direction, you end up with a giant conveyor belt that can sweep a diver out to sea in a second. Let's make this happen.
Because of the danger the rocks pose to the boat, the dive team and camera crew load into the inflatables to get to the target.
On the mark. Head south. Find me something. Get me a gold, boys.
Mike, are you receiving me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Topside, are you receiving? Over.
Haas, this is topside. I read you loud and clear. Over.
The current down here is intense.
Really hard. Let's move over.
As the divers begin their descent, they face an immediate problem.
Pretty good surge down here.
Then, on the surface, a bigger challenge appears.
Oh, your help. Hey! We got people in the water.
Pull him out. Pull Doug out.
The strong current separates one of the camera operators from the team, threatening to carry him out to sea.
Okay, I lost him,
he
Chris.
missed
Where is he?
moving.
Both hands point directly at him.
All right. Keep an eye on him. Don't take your eyes off for any reason, all right?
Go, boys. Go get him.
This is the reason it's called the Death Coast.
All right, boys. Find me something.
It's been over a decade since Jeff MacKinnon's been able to dive for treasure in the turbulent waters of Nova Scotia's Death Coast.
The current down here is intense.
Now, as they attempt to find the Chameau's stern, Jeff and his team are reminded why this is known as the Death Coast.
Your help.
Hey, pull him out. Pull Doug
A cameraman is swept up by the strong current.
Okay, I lost him, Chris. Where is he? Mike, where are they at?
Keep an eye on him. Don't take your eyes off for any reason, all right?
You got eyes.
Can you get in that Zodiac and go pick up Harrison?
Roger that. I got you. What happened was one of our cameramen came down the port side, and then he tried to come around the back of the boat, around the stern. The current got him, and he couldn't get towards the boat. So I've got our archaeologist being a spotter, keep an eye on the man overboard. We called for another Zodiac to come in to try to go pick him up.
Go, boys. Go get him. He's right there. Look. Right ahead of you. One of the most dangerous things about diving on these sites in Cape Breton is the current. It'll take them and it'll spit them out if we're not careful.
Current's started ripping so hard. It's like I'm either going under the boat. Trying to get a line. Or I'm going around the other side. Now, when I got to the other side, I couldn't get to this line.
I was betting you were going to get a Guinness in Ireland that day. Current runs that direction.
So, thanks for the pickup, boys.
With the cameraman safe and secure, the divers and the rest of the camera crew continue their descent.
Okay, topside. We're descending down.
But as they approach the bottom, they run into an obstacle.
Topside, this is Griego. Can you hear me? Over.
Yes, this is topside, Griego. We hear you loud and clear.
We have a problem. There's kelp everywhere.
Man.
Since the wood of the Chameau rotted away long ago, this blanket of kelp makes it much tougher for the divers to spot gold, silver, or any other metal objects.
Topside, the kelp is too thick. I can't see the bottom. Kelp is everywhere.
Rising water temperatures over the last 25 years have caused a bloom of sugar kelp.
Elevated kelp.
With so much ocean floor to cover, Jeff's plan is to have each dive last at least 50 minutes.
Griego low on air, surfacing.
But after just 28 minutes, the divers return to the surface.
These divers are some of the best in the business. And if they're coming up early, I know there's a problem. So explain to me what the happened there, why you guys came up. What happened?
Burned through my air. Fighting the current, trying to fight through the kelp. There was never any sand areas. It was just kelp and rock. Just caused you to go through your air.
Okay. All right.
It's not bad enough that we deal with weather, wind, and tide here in Cape Breton. But now I've got kelp.
I think we got a big problem here.
Bloody hell. I've never seen anything like this. Not up here.
Whole bottom's covered like this. You got to work for every inch of space you're covering.
Yeah, and you don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're not seeing.
I'm
I don't know what the hell is going on here with the kelp. It has never been this bad. Ever. When my dad and his team were diving 30 years ago, there wasn't as much kelp. There was nothing like this. Even 15 years ago. This is insane. I mean, you're dealing with a mess on the bottom.
Well, well, well. What do you suggest?
I don't know. I mean, all you can do is slog through it. You don't really have much of a choice. It's not like we could cut it out. It's just too much of it everywhere you go.
Well, this wreck spans over 4 square miles. It'd be like cutting 4 square miles of grass with a pair of scissors. You couldn't do it. This is not good.
This is going to be a problem. Okay, we got to get back down.
Start, Mike.
Collect yourselves at the anchor and then look for open areas. Goodbye. Give us a kiss, love. Get me a coin.
Let's head west. Copy that.
Starting at the anchor line, the divers will depend solely on their metal detectors to search for the debris trail obscured by the kelp.
Hey boys, this is topside. How are we looking? Over? When you're dealing with detectors, the diver's only going to be able to search a swath about 2 feet in front of them.
I'm guaranteed I'm not getting paid enough to be in this.
But the conditions here are so adverse that you could be 1 foot away from the best find that we've ever seen. We could very well lose something that is going to change history itself.
Let's head that way.
Copy that.
The divers have been in the water for over 30 minutes without a single hit. As they move west, following the path on Morpin's map, they continue to fight the current and kelp.
Topside to divers. Topside to divers. You have 10 minutes left. Over.
Roger that.
Then, diver Dan Griego hears something promising.
I have a hit.
We got a hit.
Topside, I found something.
Talk to me, pal.
Look at that.
Silver, gold, what? What is it?
Topside. I got a coin.
Oh,
Check that out.
bring it up.
Over the centuries, the notorious waters of Nova Scotia's Death Coast have claimed hundreds of ships and countless lives. But today, those waters give back to Jeff and his crew.
Look at that.
Silver, gold, what? What is it?
Diver Dan Griego pulls a coin from the kelp.
I got a coin.
Oh,
Check that out.
bring it up. In order for these sites to produce, you got to make them produce. You got to take it from them. You got to do the work, put the time in, and then you get rewarded. That's how this works. Oh, boy, look! Look at this! Johnny boy, he got one. Oh, Aaron.
All right, let me see.
Close your eyes and hold out your hand. The Chameau has provided.
Wow. That's beautiful.
A damn coin.
Good job, guys.
Good job, Dan. You're my hero.
You can make some numbers on it.
1721. Yep. See?
After 300 years, a little scuffed up.
It's a lot scuffed up. Getting something on the very first dive, on the very first day on Chameau is a great thing. 14 years. 14 years. This ain't an 8 LQ, but it is a coin and it's from the right era. Therefore, I believe we're in a good spot. And where there's one coin, there's a lot more.
The Chameau's manifest includes a who's who of French colonial leaders and high-ranking officials, all wealthy passengers and all traveling first class in the stern. Could this coin mean that Jeff and his team are on the right path to finding what's left of the stern and whatever treasure it holds?
We're going to get a whole lot more than that, I can tell. I can feel it.
Later that day, back at their Lewisburg base camp, Jeff and the team review their first day.
So we've had a mixed start here on the Chameau. We had a good find with that half a Q from 1721, but we have a bigger problem than that. We have the kelp, obviously, and we got to figure out a way to deal with it.
It's absolutely insane. There's no landmarks down there that can be seen anymore. You could be sitting right next to a cannon and not see it because it's covered in kelp. It's that dense, and it's just it's a nightmare.
Every movement we have down there is work. So you've got a metal detector out and you're trying to sweep as you normally would sweep, but you can't because the kelp is standing up. So you got to go around each one of the stalks of kelp and poke in to try to cover the area in. So everything you do takes 3 times or 4 times the amount of time it would normally take.
It's so thick that the biggest problem is when you're under it, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
So even when you get a hit and I can smell the concretion, I know there's something that you can't see anything.
Yeah. You know, our time is limited here. We got to get back to that site regardless of the kelp. I know it's going to be a pain. We're going to have to knuckle down and deal with it.
The next day, Jeff and his team head back out to the same site where they found the 1721 coin. Jeff's all too aware that with the Death Coast's winter season looming, he has limited time to search for more.
I think we're going to get something today, John.
I hope so. Great day to be on the water.
The team plans to keep following Morpan's 1725 map of the Chameau's wreck,
Throw that, Mike.
in hopes of finding the ship's stern and its cache of 8 LEQ coins.
You know, none of the previous divers that dove on Chameau found the stern. None of them. If I find it, that would be a major discovery. That would be a feather in my hat.
The fierce currents force the divers to use tethered ropes to reach the bottom.
Off the top side, are you receiving?
Mike Haas, this is topside. I got you over.
We have a little bit of a surge on the bottom, but nothing that we cannot deal with.
Copy that, Mike.
The odd thing about this type of work is that maybe it's luck, maybe it's divine intervention, I don't know what. But if it wants to be found, it'll be found. If it doesn't want to be found, forget it.
Topside, I think I have something here. Topside, I've got a strong hit.
Copy that. That's a good sign.
I'm not sure what it is.
Dig it up, Dan. I want to know what it is. Are you seeing anything?
Can't tell what it is, but it's old. Look at that. Topside, I have something here. You're gonna like this.
While diving the site of a legendary shipwreck off Nova Scotia's Death Coast, diver Dan Griego finds something on the seafloor.
Look at that. Topside, I have something here. You're gonna like this.
Copy that. That's a good sign.
I'm bringing it to the surface.
Copy that. Bring it up. Diver up! They found something. I knew there was stuff still here. Old Jeff knows the marks, boy. Good job, Dan. Well, that's something.
Something really old.
Ah!
Pewter?
No, this is silver, my friend. This is what's left of a silver fork. Maybe it's not a fork. Maybe it's a spoon. I don't know. 300 years has not been kind. That's Chameau silver.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's down there then.
This is just like the ones my father found. We pulled a pile off of the Chameau. Okay, boys, let's get some new tanks. I'm gonna put you on the inside. Find me a coin.
Encouraged by the find, Jeff sends the divers back to the site, where he hopes is the Chameau's debris field.
Headed toward that other buoy, over.
But as the dive team continues west,
I cannot see anything here in this area.
the trail grows cold.
Anybody having any luck?
Just you on the top side. No hits at all.
Well, do what you can.
Certainly not for lack of trying down here.
So?
We got nothing.
Me, man.
In dive after dive, the team is unable to find any artifacts in the vast field of kelp.
This is topside. Is there a problem? A little depressed up here.
Not much on the bottom.
What a disappointment. This is what happens a lot of the time in treasure hunting. 90% of the time, you come up empty.
I went up the middle. There was nothing in there. Turned around. I am low on air.
All right, this is topside. Bring yourselves back. I'm not sure if we've lost the trail or the trail just stopped, so I'm going to make an adjustment.
Thinking that the strong current may be causing them to drift off course, Jeff sends them a couple of degrees south to find the debris trail.
Go get me something!
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to the right, so I'm a little bit away from you guys.
As the dive team continues their search,
See that?
Jeff spots something troubling heading right towards them.
Geez, it's rolling in fast, isn't it?
Yeah. Weather can change here on a dime. Fog can shut in, wind can pick up. You need to know where your divers are at all times. And if you can't see them, you got a real problem. Hey, Chris and Jason, keep your eyes peeled on your divers. The fog's starting to roll in here.
Yeah, 10-4, we gotta go eye on them.
Fog like this is very dangerous. It can cause us to lose sight of the divers. Even worse, when the diver surfaces, they lose sight of us. It'd only be a blink of an eye and they'd be swept out to sea.
Just as the fog starts rolling in above them,
Across the top side, I finally found a hit, and I will be trying to dig it up. Over.
diver Mike Haas may have located something.
Okay, Haas, get yours dug up quick. We got the fog rolling in. I repeat, Mike, the fog is shutting in thick here. Get that thing dug up quick.
Copy that.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Tell those guys they only have 2 minutes left.
Topside to divers. You have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Over.
Copy that.
I've almost got it.
I think I'm going to call it. This is topside to divers. I'm going to have you abort. Things are shutting in pretty thick here. Let's get you guys out of the water.
I just need a little more time.
And hurry up!
I got it. Upside, this is us. I have a artifact. I believe it is old. I don't know what it is, though. It appears to be bronze.
I want you guys up and out. It's starting to shut in thick here.
Copy that. I am surfacing, over.
Tenders, I am recalling all of the divers. I need you to keep an eye on those bubbles. Do not lose sight of their bubble trails.
10-4, we'll round them up.
on the surface.
Johnny, do you see them?
No, not yet.
Hey, we're here. Can you see us?
While searching the turbulent waters of Nova Scotia's Death Coast,
Johnny, do you see them?
No, not yet.
the topside team struggles to locate the divers in the dense fog.
There, I got him. Diver up, diver up.
Just here to topside, we're okay.
Topside to Pizio. We see you and we're sending a boat for you. Over.
Copy, we're on the surface.
I don't like nerve-wracking stuff at the end of the day. And this fog is friggin' nerve-wracking. Right now, I need to get these divers back on the boat and this boat out of this fog. Show me what you got.
Something pretty cool, I think.
Ain't that something?
What is that?
Have no idea.
Would
Yeah.
there be like a rubber piece around that? Because it looks like it's not.
It's not symmetrical.
It's not symmetrical.
I'm wondering if it's just worn. Isn't that something? That's brass. 300 years. Now that would have been lost forever. Good job, Mike. You're the boat hero. I'm buying you supper next year.
Next year.
Well, this is not paying off just yet, but let's see what happens. This find is definitely the same period as Chameau, but I need to find out what it is. There's no doubt in my mind, with a find like this, we're definitely on Chameau's debris field.
That evening, Jeff sends archaeologist Jim St. Clair to learn more about the curious object they found. He's meeting with Dr. Andrew Lambert, head of naval history at King's College London.
We found this object that we think you can help us with. We've been following a trail that we believe is part of the Chameau's scatter, and this came up, and now I thought at first it was some sort of a decorative finial, but I think it might be something else.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. It's clearly been made very specifically to do a job. I think it's designed to give you a vertical. I think it's what we might call a plumb bob.
A plumb bob.
It's a basic piece of measuring equipment which gives you an angle. But it's also very important if you're laying out to fire a cannon on shore.
Right.
So you want to measure the angle at which you're firing, so you get a vertical, and then you get the angle from the vertical that the cannon is pointing. This is part of a gunner's equipment, I think.
So Andrew, this had been actually used aboard the ship.
I would expect it to be used by land-based artillery units. I think gunners on board ship may have had such a thing, and if they'd taken their guns ashore to use them, as they often did.
Is there anything about this particular object, this plumb bob, that tells us where it would have been made?
I think the best evidence for where it comes from is where you found it in the wreck of the Chameau. It's a French ship carrying French stores to a French fortress. It's highly likely it's French.
That's amazing.
It ties into gunnery and engineering, and Louisbourg is an obvious place for that to be happening.
Right.
And it's a prestigious ship. Yeah, it's carrying a pay and it's carrying stores, so it looks like an obvious fit.
The next morning, Jeff and his team head back out to the Chameau site.
Just stop for a second, see how bad the freaking current is.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here.
The tide was just about just starting to come back up, so we'll see how fast we're drifting.
Encouraged by their recent discoveries, the team feels a surge of hope, believing they may be on the path of a debris trail that could lead them to the ship's stern and the possible treasure it once held.
Hey, it better be round.
Continuing to adjust for the current, Jeff sends the divers back down.
This is topside. Are all my divers happy and snugged up in the cove?
Pretty good surge down here and very irregular terrain.
Get me something good.
This time, in addition to a strong current and kelp, the divers confront poor visibility. In these conditions, their metal detectors become their eyes.
Pass the topside. I believe I have a hit.
They found something. Topside to Mike. Talk to me, pal. How are we in business?
I will be attempting to excavate it.
Dig her up.
Topside, this is hot.
I may have something here.
After nearly an hour of fighting challenging conditions,
Pass the topside. I believe I have a hit.
We got a hit.
diver Mike Haas finally makes a breakthrough.
They found something. Topside to Mike. Talk to me, pal. How are we in business?
I will be attempting to excavate it.
Dig her up.
Topside, this is hot. Disregard, it is a hot rock.
Copy that. The divers contend with a lot of things on the bottom, hot rocks being one of them. They're ferrous-rich rocks, iron-rich rocks. They drive the detectors nuts. They got to pick up those rocks and move them out of the way, and then research the area.
Visibility is not great at the moment.
What do you guys think? We gonna find anything today?
Get me something good.
Hang on. Topside, I got another hit, but I'm fighting a lobster for it.
Copy that, Dan. Thank you for the update.
Found a little something. Continuing to search deep under the kelp.
Digging away.
Check that out. Topside, I have a coin.
You say you found a coin?
Roger, solid copy. I'll bring it up.
Diver up! Come on down, boys. Mr. Dan, what do you got?
How can you tell?
A smile in that glove. Come on, get up here, let me see. I can always tell they got something. If they've got one glove on, they got something in there, and it's usually a coin. Come on, let me see.
This is big and makes sense.
Let me see it.
Oh, baby.
I told you. I told you. I told you, didn't I? I told you. Holy f***. It's American. It's an American coin.
Did you see the date?
Does that say 1838? It looks just a little rubbed off. United States of America, $50.
50 cents.
Man, oh man. How deep?
It was only about 8 inches under.
Is that into Concretion or was that?
Yep.
This ain't Chameau, obviously.
No. And the last coin was what? It was French, right? So you got a French coin from 1721. You got an American coin from 1838. And what are we, half a mile in between?
By a half a mile.
Not even. So you got a conundrum. How did that happen?
I have no idea.
It's a different wreck.
Separated by 118, 17 years.
Yeah,
No way
it's
that
an
that's Chameau.
No, we're an entirely new wreck here. an entirely new wreck.
Finding an American coin like this on the Chameau site is huge, because to me, it indicates there could possibly be another shipwreck here, and it could be American.
Could the discovery of this American coin suggest the presence of another shipwreck and another treasure at the same site? Jeff now faces an unexpected decision. Is finding this one coin enough to risk halting their search for the Chameau stern to concentrate instead on this mystery wreck?
Where there's one coin, there's probably a whole lot more. I'm not going to stop until I find them.
This season, on the Death Coast,
Storm is brewing.
as Jeff and his team push deeper into treacherous waters.
The current down here is insane. Stop.
What the hell happened out there?
It got real rough, real quick.
We can't keep losing dive days.
They begin to unearth the mysteries of the deep.
Oh my God, you're not gonna believe this.
Ooh, boy!
You're talking tens of thousands of dollars.
Wow.
Outside, you're gonna like this.
What do you got?
But as the clock ticks down
We gotta turn this thing around. Here we go.
and hurricane season looms,
Whoa!
Alert invisibility.
can Jeff make history?
Holy
A strong hit here.
You don't get the pry bar.
Or will the Death Coast keep its secrets forever?
Stern has been missing for 300 years. And if this is it, boy, we're into something. What is it?
It's huge.